What do penguins love to eat? Burritos! Maybe you like burritos too. Or maybe you like chimichangas. Or maybe you like mayonnaise and jelly tacos. All of us like different things to eat. And that's okay. We don't have to always agree on food. But if we claim to be Christians, we do have to agree on following Jesus. We can't say we're followers of Jesus and then not follow Jesus. We can't just sit at home in the recliner watching reruns of Joni Loves Chachi. We have to actually follow Jesus. Jesus had a message for some folks in an ancient city called Laodicea. And his message to them was this: you are lukewarm. That's what they were. They were lukewarm. They weren't hot. They weren't cold. They were lukewarm. What does that mean? Well, think of it this way. It's kind of like if you're cold, you don't care about the things of God. You don't care about why you were created. You don't care about why other people were created. And you definitely don't really care about sin. That's what it means to be cold. But what about lukewarm? Well, a lukewarm person doesn't care about the two most important things that they are supposed to care about. And what are those two things? Loving God first and most, loving your neighbor in the same way you love yourself. A cold person doesn't even believe in that stuff. A lukewarm person, they'll believe in it, but they just kind of blow it off. It's not a priority. Sure, every now and then they may think something or say something or post something that's positive about God. But when you break it down, they are living, they are functioning as people who are thinking and talking and posting for what they want instead of what the gospel has called them to be. And that's not good. Why? Well, the second part of that message from Jesus says that people who are lukewarm make him want to throw up. Yeah, I don't know. I'm no masterful theologian, but if your attitude is the kind of attitude that Jesus kind of says makes him want to throw up, I'm thinking you need to change your attitude, right? So how do you do that? Well, in the moment on this earth when Jesus was the most tested and the most tempted to just ignore God, just to blow off the things about God, and to pay attention to what was happening around him in the moment, in that time, in that moment, this is how Jesus responded. Something like this: man shall not live by burritos alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. In other words, God has designed the Bible as the place where we find his words, his truth. And so that truth needs to be the main entree in the life of a believer. So, warm up that burrito and maybe 3 times a day at least, find a way to feed on the Word of God and watch how that one change in your diet will not only change your attitude, but it will give you energy and passion and purpose to love God first and most and to love your neighbor in the same way you love yourself. That's the message for me and Pete the Penguin. Much grace to you. Have a great week.